So hello friends, we have discussed the carbohydrates, and in carbohydrates I have discussed the types of carbohydrate. Okay, in this I have discussed the monosaccharides, disaccharides, oligosaccharides, and polysaccharide is the remaining. Okay, so first of all, in salt we have discussed the previous lecture. In carbohydrate we have discussed the carbohydrate is made up of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Okay, general formula is CnH2 and ON. Okay, CnH2 and ON. The exception of carbohydrate is means this formula will be not followed by the some compounds like lactic acid and acetic acid and deoxyribose. Okay, deoxyribose. Okay, so these compound will follow this formula, but they are not carbohydrate. Okay, so polarity, they are soluble in water. Okay, suppose that this is the water molecule. Okay, this is the carbohydrate. Okay, carbohydrate mean the sense primary alcohol will be present, OH. Okay, H, and this one is OH. Okay, this is the OH. Okay, so if you see here, this atom content partially negative charge, this atom content partially positive charge. Okay, in this oxygen contain negative charge, and this negative charge will interact the hydrogen, means hydrogen containing positive charge. Okay, so this will interact this, which means plus charge will be interact minus, and minus will be interact plus. Okay, so that's why they comes near about and solubilize them. Okay, means dipole moment creates the solubility in this. Okay, and hydrogen bonding will also present. Okay, so this is the responsible for solubility. Okay, so this is the previous lecture I have discussed. And in the monosaccharides, in this I have discussed the monosaccharide is the simple sugar. Simple sugar means they contain only one cyclic ring. Okay, and monosaccharide, the example is like glucose, fructose. Okay, and you can classify the monosaccharide according to the number of carbon atoms. Okay, so number of carbon atoms means they can be divided into C3 to C7 triostatose. Okay, so different types of aldehyde and ketone types of carbohydrate monosaccharide are present. Okay, so we will discuss the disaccharides. Mean di means two, saccharides mean two cyclic ring will be present in the disaccharides. Okay, they formed by the removal of water molecule from that and formation of glycosidic bond. Okay, glycosidic bond. Okay, so glycosidic bond means this group considered as the glycosidic bond. Okay, so if you consider the disaccharide, so disaccharide is the maltose. Okay, maltose and sucrose is also disaccharides, lactose. Okay, so this is the example. Okay, so I have discussed in the previous lecture, so there is a so I will not explain in this lecture. Okay, so it is all about the disaccharides. Okay, so characteristic the glycosidic bond. Okay, oligosaccharide we also describe the oligosaccharides. Mean raffinose. Three, I have discussed the three sugars. Okay, so these sugars is considered as a oligosaccharides. Okay, so oligosaccharides. Okay, so oligosaccharides I have discussed the three types of oligosaccharide: raffinose. Okay, and halose. Okay, so three, I think 1 to 3 I have discussed. And oligosaccharides mainly 3 to 10 monomeric unit of kiski monosaccharides. Okay, will be present in the oligosaccharides. Okay, so it is not very important, but you should be known about that. Okay, so lastly I will discuss the polysaccharides. Okay, so polysaccharide, what is the polysaccharides? सो अगर हम पॉलीसैकेराइड्स की बात करते हैं, पॉलीसैकेराइड्स मीन्स एज नेम शोइंग द पॉली मीन्स मोर देन 10 units, so they can be constructed by the joining of 10 units of monomeric unit. Okay, monomeric unit. Okay, the example of such type of cellulose Cellulose is found in the plant. Okay, so mainly one enzyme name is cellulase, which is found inside the not found in the any humans, but it is found in the animal, so that's why they can digest the cellulose. Okay, so cellulose की बात करोगे, so beta 1,4 in which beta 1,4 glycosidic bond is present. Glycosidic bond is present, ओके, किसमें, सेलुलोज में. अगर आप स्ट्रक्चर की बात करोगे तो आप आई हैव मेंशंस दिस. ओके, सो दिस इज द ग्लाइकोसिडिक बॉन्ड, सो द अदर यूनिट विल बी आल्सो ज्वाइन लाइक दैट. ओके, so like that they are the chain type, means several types of this way will be jointed, and glucose will be jointed together and give rise the cellulose structure. Okay, so it is the in short I have discussed here. And glycogen is the another example of glycogen. So it is found in the animal. Okay, animal it acts as a storage of carbohydrate. Okay, so cellulose is the example of polysaccharide, glycogen is the example of polysaccharides, and 2 or 3 are remaining we have discussed here. Okay, so third example is the cellulose हो गया, and dextrin. Okay, dextrin is also example of polysaccharides. Other is the starch. Okay, starch starch is made up of amylose and amylopectin. Okay, so amylose alpha 1,4 glycosidic bond is present, and in this amylopectin beta, in this alpha 1,6 glycosidic bond will be present. Okay, so this is the common example of polysaccharides. Okay, chitin is another example, very important compound and found in the cell wall. Okay, of several eukaryote cell. Okay, and fungal cell also found chitin. Okay, so it is the so polysaccharides I have discussed. So it is the uh, polysaccharides. Okay, so example I have discussed here. So it is the about the carbohydrates. Lecture will be end here. Okay, so please see previous lecture, that's why you can learn totally. Okay, because if you want to learn from starting, then you should be search my first lecture, second lecture, and it is my third lecture. Okay, in third lecture I completed all. Okay, so thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe, like and subscribe my channel. Okay, so thank you.